Hi, I'm Jeff Munn. Thank you for reading the post and following this link. I wanted to add a couple additional thoughts, things that have come up to me since I wrote that. And I just wanted to share them and get your thoughts as well, if you'd like to leave a comment or contact me with a question. And it's about this expanded idea of just allowing someone to be human, and really it's about allowing ourselves to be human. And when I think about how I've sat with people as a coach, there are a couple general directions, and of course there's a gradation, there's a variety of ways to do this. But if I look in one direction, it's about me, coach, as advisor, as soothsayer, as dispenser of wisdom, right? And the other direction is actually looking toward wisdom itself, and seeing that what I get from what I'll call wisdom, that source of knowing that we all have access to when we're really paying attention to it. What I get and what my client gets may be two completely different things. And between the two, I'm going to go with what my client gets every time, because they're going to see and hear and feel what they're ready to see and hear and feel. And that 100% of the time is going to be way more impactful than anything I can say. So that allowing yourself to be human, that's human in this expanded way, right? It's human in the sense of, I'm gonna get outside of my intellectualizing. I'm gonna get outside my tendency to think I can figure it out with my brain, to think I can reduce everything to a spreadsheet, and the whatever it is there is to do will become obvious. And tune into this quieter part. So when we really see that our experience of life is thinking and feeling, thinking and feeling, thinking and feeling, and it's constantly changing, we can also realize that if we're really worried about something, it's a sign we've gone off a little bit off track. It's a sign typically that we're making up a future and then being scared of that made up future. When we see that, it's almost like it becomes funny. Like, oh, there I go again, being, that's one aspect of being human, to do that, right? And then there's this bigger aspect of being human, that's seeing, oh, there's a space in which all this is arising. There's a nothing that everything comes from. And when I settle, some cool stuff comes up, and I know stuff. I have a felt sense of the next thing to do, and that's all I really ever need to know. What do I do next? And then I'll do that. Something will happen. I'll get information. And then something else will occur to me to do. So that sense of, oh, I was doing this and that's not real. I was afraid of this and I made that up. But also this sense, and I'll share a experience I had with a client of mine who sold his company, got a big check, got recruited to be the CEO of another company, and instinctively thought, yeah, I'll do that. It'll be exciting. It'll be fun. And as we sat together, he realized that's what he'd always done. He'd always taken on the challenge. He'd always taken the opportunity for the adrenaline rush. he didn't have to do that anymore. And that what he most needed to do was actually step back and rest and reflect. And he looked at me during this really, special moment in our conversation where I saw the look in his eye. I saw something shift in him, and he just said, "Oh, I don't want to do that." And when we allow all of our humanity to come through us, not just the parts, the planning parts, the smart part, the driven part, but all of it, we often find ourselves wanting and doing different things than we would otherwise do, and also feeling a lot more equanimity, joy, purpose, fulfillment than we were feeling. And it's an amazing shift. And it's not something that happens overnight. It's almost like the veils coming off, the layers of the onion, the flower blooming, unfolding. It's a beautiful process. And the first thing that you really need to do, if there's anything to do here, is to see that it's available, to see how big your humanity actually is. So if you have any comments, I'd love to hear them. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. And I hope to do more of these videos as I have additional thoughts about my posts. And I'll see you next time. Thank you.